How nice to think of your being on this train.
Helen, you look marvelous.
Thank you, dear. You haven't changed at all.
Really? I expected living abroad would change me somewhat.
What?
But let me introduce you to my business manager, Mr. Hyland.
How do you do?
And my technical advisor, Dr. George Lewis.
How do you do, Doctor?
But please, sit down and chat a while.
Thanks, I will. There's some little girl back in my car who discovered I was Helen Hobart, and she simply won't let me be. That's why I was so glad to get away. She's been reading my column, and she just can't believe that I'm human like herself. Thinks I'm some sort of goddess. If you knew how much of that sort of thing I get.
You're doing some sort of newspaper work, aren't you?
My dear, didn't you know?
Don't tell me you're a film actress.
I write the most widely syndicated column in the United States. Why, anybody who reads the newspapers. But where have you been, my dear? Well, you haven't heard about me.
I've been living in England the past 8 years, Helen. That's probably why I didn't know, but go on and tell me. I'm frightfully interested.
No, my dear, I can't quite tell you all, but I think I can say in all modesty that I am one of the most important figures in the industry. You know, as I who give America Gary Cooper and Rex the Wonder Horse. Yes, I've done very well for myself. You know, I always could write May, but I never expected to be the Helen Hobart. Oh, I can't tell you everything, 1, 2, 3, but moviegoers all over the country take my word as law. Of course, they earn a perfectly fabulous salary, but I'm hardly allowed to buy anything. I'm simply gifts. White Christmas, my dear? You'll hardly believe it, but just before I came east, they presented me with a home in Beverly Hills.
No kidding.
Oh, they said I deserved it, that I simply lived at the studios. Oh, I always take an interest in new pictures and production, you know, and suggest things to them. And they said I'll have to get away from the studios for a while. Isn't that marvelous?
Marvelous.
I call it Paramet. I'm penchant for titles.
You call it what?
Paramet. You see, I always call my gifts after the people who give them to me. Rather a nice thought, you know, and I didn't want to offend anyone in this case, so I named it after the three of them. Paramount, Warner, and Metro Goldwyn. The first syllable of each. Paramet.
Won't Fox be so?
No, Doctor, because the Fox Studios gave me a wonderful kennel, and I have 12 magnificent dogs, all named after the Fox executives. Oh, but listen to me rambling on and on about myself and not asking a word about you. Tell me what you've been doing and what on earth took you abroad for 8 years. The last I heard of you.
Yes, I know. Well, of course, I never expected to stay in the theater. That is, not as an actress. I always felt I was better equipped to teach.
Teach?
Boys' culture. I began with a few private pupils, and then when I was abroad, Lady Tree persuaded me to take her on for a while, and from that I drifted into opening a school, and it was very successful. Of course, I accept only the very best people. Mr. Hyland and Dr. Lewis are both associates of mine, as I told you.
And now you're going to open a school in Hollywood!
What? Why, Helen, we hadn't expected...
Hollywood? Oh, no, he hadn't thought about it.
Wait till I tell you. Of course, you don't know, but something is happening at the present time that is simply going to revolutionize the entire industry. They finally perfected talking pictures.
No.
Yes, and you can't imagine what it's going to mean. But here's the point. Every actor and actress in the industry is going to have to learn how to talk, understand, and if we were to open the first school, why, my dear.
But Helen, we couldn't think of such a thing.
Oh, no, Miss Hobart.
Sure, that's why I simply won't take no for an answer.
But what about our school in London?
Oh, we have a good deal of money tied up in London, Miss Hobart.
May, America needs you. You're still, I hope, a loyal American.
Oh, yes, yes.
Then it's settled. This is fate, May, our meeting, and in the industry, fate is the only thing we bow to.
But...
Oh, now please, not another word. Oh, this is marvelous right at this time. Of course, it'll take a certain amount of money to get started, but I know just the man we'll take it to. Herman Glogauer. You know, the Glogauer Studios.
Well, I'm not sure.
I'll send him a telegram right away and ask for an appointment.
That's a good idea. George?
Is he important?
Oh, my dear.
Is he important?
You bet.
One of the biggest. And he's the man who first turned down the Vitaphone.
He did?
So he buys everything now. Why, he just signed that famous playwright, you know, that Armenian who writes all of those wonderful plays and things.
Noel Coward.
That's right. Of course, you people can't realize, but a school of voice culture opening up at this time, well, I should say my half interest alone would bring me, and I just don't know how much, because there's simply no limit to where the talkies are going. Just no limit. Tell me, Doctor. Doctor, just what do you think of this marvelous revolution in the motion picture industry? Just what is your opinion?
Well, the doctor hasn't had much
He
time.
looks after the scientific end.
Yeah, I think the legitimate stage better look to its laurels.
My words, exactly! Just as I've been saying, my caller.
It combines the wide scope of the motion picture with the finer qualities of stage proper.
That's very true. May, you've got quite a brain here. I do want to talk to you sometime, Doctor. I want to discuss voice and body control with you.
It affords opportunities for entertainment.
Hello, Miss Hobart. You said you're coming back, and I waited. This is very important, dear. I can't talk to you now.
When can you talk to me?
I'm sure I don't know. Later.
I really want to ask you some questions.
Yes, but we're very busy.
Because you could be of such help to me.
Yes, dear.
Wouldn't you like to sit down?
Oh, thank you.
This is little Miss Susan Walker. She's the little girl I was telling you about.
Are you going to act in the pictures?
Oh, she wants to, yes. Tell me, Doctor.
I'm going to try to if I can get started. I don't know very much about it.
Doesn't know very much about it.
You need to go to our school, May.
Oh, yes, of course, dear. Now, run along and read the book of the month or something. We're very busy.
Well, but you will let me talk to you later, won't you?
Yes, of course, dear.
Goodbye.
Are you in the next car?
Oh, no. I'm in number 20 with my mother.
She's with her mother.
I'll take you back if you want.
Yes, George, you do that. That will be fine.
Oh, thank you very
Oh,
much.
you won't stay long, will you, Doctor? Because I want to hear more of your ideas. I can see you've given it thought.
No, I'll be right. That is unless. What's your mother's name, Mrs. Walker?
What a man! He must have been enormous in England.
Very big, wasn't he?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Meg, do you think we can keep him in America?
Jerry, can we keep him in America?
I think we can keep him in America.
Yes, we can keep him in America.
Oh, marvelous. How much would it cost, May, to get things started?
50,000.
100,000.
That's more like it.